The government predictably raised objection, stating that it was unnecessary and premature, but ultimately the application was granted, and I believe it was the right decision to make under the circumstances.
And a summary was also made as to what exactly the experts will offer when they come, implications of impact and so forth. Would you be able to speak on that aspect?
Well, again, that's why we're getting the expert. That's what the expert is coming to do, to make a determination as to whether or not the fact that we have constituencies with 2,000 persons or a little less or a little above, and constituencies that have 10,000, whether or not that state of affairs is in keeping with the requirements of democracy. Is it that one person in Belize City is worth more than 5 persons in Dandriga? Or one person in Belize City is worth more than 5 persons in Bongopan? I mean, that's the bottom line. We really and truly have to look at what democracy requires. It's one man, one vote. But when we have such deviations to the extent that we have now, it dilutes that. I know it's one man, 5 votes in Belize City, one man less than 5 votes in Stan Creek or Bongopan, which cannot be fair. The constitution that we are ruled by requires fairness. And under Section 6 of that constitution, there is the provision of equal protection, equal, not unequal or disparate, but equal protection of law. You know, when we look at this whole situation with the COVID-19 pandemic and how things were being distributed in terms of the pantry, it's one of the areas that this situation can be brought home in a more tangible way. You would have found that in certain constituencies it would have been easy for persons to come out to Salvation Army and get their pantry and go back home. But in places like Bongopan, where people live so far apart, or Stan Creek West, it was more challenging. In fact, many people were not impacted the way they should have been and suffered and are suffering right now.